Look, everyone. It is I, Wanda, from WandaVision. I am still wearing the hat that is anachronistic because it is no longer Valentine's Day. It just shows you when I came that I change my clothes every 6 months. That's right. What are we doing here? What? Where am I? Thor, you are here in the quantum realm of multiverses, but where is my brother, Loki? He left. The last episode he left. We're going to watch Loki to find out where he's going, what happened to him since. Why are there colored lights, even? That's because there's a party going. It's a watch party. We watch things together. We're going to watch Loki episode 3 together here on Aristotle Full Throttle together. Watch? Why would I want to watch my brother? I think I just told you. My brother? Where is he? Yeah, am I my brother's keeper? Hang on, Thor. There we go. That's much... My mouth doesn't move when I want it to. Yes, that's right, Cosmo. We are on the Rainbow Bridge. Dark energy. May the Lord summon the dark energy to create the Bifrost, and I can travel through the... I'm disappearing and appearing like Loki is... Where's Heimdall? Where's Heimdall? Where is everyone? What was that? That was the sound of a dog. What is even a dog? Does it look like a rabbit? My friend Rabbit. Where is my friend Rabbit? Thor, it seems you've been wearing that hat too long. Perhaps that hat has destroyed your brain. What is even a brain? Oh man, poor Thor. I don't know what's going on with Thor. He doesn't seem to be too with it. He's not with it anymore. Sometimes, here at Aristotle Full Throttle, once in a while, maybe perhaps once a week even, I'll wash my hair. You know, it's not a daily event. It's not something I do every day. I don't recommend it. It's hard. There's a lot of it. I need a team of experts. And
my experts tell me it's a pyramid.
It's a riddle.
It's very difficult to unsolve, to unwind, to detangle, to unravel even. So it's times like this where I would just like to say,
hello. Hello. Hello.
Cosmo!
Hello.
Cosmo! 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 I'm Cosmo! What do you say, Cosmo?
Hello.
I'm Cosmo!
if only my computer CPU could handle the dazzling, the amazing eyeful that is Cosmo's intro. What a wonderful intro that is. Cosmo McBuds, thank you very much for being here. Cosmo McBuds being the game master, the dungeon master, the dog tamer extraordinaire. Come here, buddy. Come here. We're coming over here now. Because I know that this guy, let me just explain. This, for people like Thor out there that doesn't even know what even is a dog. This one is a dog. This one. This one, not so much. This one, yes. Every day I look at this one and I'm like, that's a dog. I'm pretty sure. And in his brain, in his little tiny dog brain, right up in here somewhere located in this region, he goes, there's a sound. I need to bark at it. So every time he's like, I'm a guard dog. It's in my genes. It's my genetics. I cannot help it. It's a reflex. Can you help blink? Can you help but swallow? Can you help but fall asleep at night? This dog says to me all the time. He says, I am but a dog. All I must do, my job in life, is to bark. So that's why we're gonna drown him later. Oh, I'm sorry, but that was funny to me. I don't know why. That is a messed up looking dog. This dog, this, not so much a dog. Not so much a dog. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but I laughed. Shout out to Kelsey, Alabama. She's the mom of these dogs. She produced these dogs. They look like this. Is there something on my shoulder? I feel like there might be something on my shoulder. I feel there's like a little itch. He's looking around. Let's see if he can find anything. Hey, Q. What do you think's going on out there? Do you want to host the show? I think he does. I think directed and produced these dogs. I say it's funny because this guy, he goes like this. I don't know how to host a show, but if there's a sound out there, I know to yell at it. I will yell at the sound. I will bark at that sound. If there is a sound out there. Look, he's hosting the show. Hey guys, I'm Q Poodle Full Throttle. All right. Now, if there's a sound out there, I'll make sure that everybody knows that I heard it. There's a sound, I will scream at it. Okay? I'll be here doing my job. He's like an automaton. He's a ragdoll. He's funny. Looks like I got a comb over. Remember the 70s? When everybody had a comb over? Come over. Hang out. Anyway, in about 7 minutes, we are going to start watching Loki season 3. I mean, season 1, episode 3. Here's the link to the group watch. I'm just going to drop it right in the chat, because why not? Let's have everybody who's chatting just jump into the chat. Jump into the watch party room. We will have fun together watching that. I got to delete some of these. Where did that come from? I gotta delete that. There might have been a discussion about Marky Mark. Or that might be from my personal collection. Let's see, what's this? Oh no, that's the intro to... That's the intro. I'm just looking at the scenes I have, the sources I have set up. And that's why the thing slows down. That's why the feed slows down, because there's too many hats. There's too many cooks. Jump on it. So what are you guys doing? What do you guys think is going to happen? I'm excited to see what's going on with Lady Loki or whatnot. I don't even know if it's Lady Loki. It could be Sylvia, you know, the old lady who works at the library. You know, I was thinking about that Bo Burnham special, Cosmo. I really want to rewatch it. I feel like it's an experience. It's an experience that we all had, but all did something different with. And I think it made me feel like, wow, I should have been doing more in that year and a half that we had off. I should have been making more, but I'm happy to have started this live stream daily. It's one form of expression. I feel like if you're gonna be alive and create stuff, you might as well do that, you know? Some people like to find this guy Q. If anything's going on out there, he'll let you know. That's his purpose in life. Is that right? Everybody's got a purpose. Everybody's got a purple in life. And this guy's job is to be cute, mostly. He's like, I'm cute, but sometimes annoying, but not too annoying to outdo my cuteness. There's just too much cuteness going on here. And he's like, even though when I'm annoying, you could forgive it, because I'm cute. That's what Q says. This guy. Q. Q for cute, right? He's just gonna go to sleep. I'm curious about why Mobius said wait to go to, yeah. I'm curious as to who the heck Sylvie is. I mean, who the heck Lady Loki is. I'm not sure. All is what is being said is what is being true is what is being said is what is being true. Ricky.
Hold on, Ricky. What are you talking about?
I forgot to play your intro. Hey, Ricky, here's your intro.
Oh god.
Ricky.
Ricky. Theories. He got theories. He got theories. What's up, Ricky? Welcome to the show. How are you?
How did I get here?
How did you get here? Well, by way of interdimensional portal, I believe.
I really want to play around with that visual effect. That's one of my favorite visual effects now. Like, I love seeing that thing.
Where it slides open and you can walk through it?
Beautiful. Or the end of the last episode when they did it with the rain and there's like rain dripping down it. Wow.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a 3D holographic cube situation. How do they create these effects? In After Effects, what is it? How does it work? Is that not the way to do it?
They could.
What's the program?
There's too many, honestly. For like, it's probably 3D, and like After Effects isn't necessarily a 3D thing, so it's probably like it's either Cinema 4D, or it's Maya, or it's Houdini, which is like an aptly named app because even the best people at it have no idea how it works. You just make it up every time.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Photoshop. I've been doing Photoshop for way too long, for many years. In the early 2000s, I kind of was starting to really lean into Photoshop. And I've been doing Photoshop since then, and I still, I literally don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing anything right. I learn something new every time I use Photoshop, and the same thing for Final Cut Pro. I would not be able to share a project with anybody because they would have no idea what the hell what my project looked like. They wouldn't figure it out because it's just weird, I think. So I feel like an alien sometimes.
I gotta do a live stream. I will do a live stream about Photoshop because people ask me about it all the time, and I'm like, I can teach that real simple, and I'll get you to by the end of like an hour, it'll be like you just took a class for 2 years. I know that's cool. It's really just like, here's where these buttons are. Now you can with this knowledge, you can sort of figure everything else out.
Pretty much. That's pretty much the beauty of it. It's like once you learn the tool set, you can then imagine ways to do anything you need to do in those situations. So, but there are definite procedures in those programs where I'm watching people do tutorials that work at, like, say, they work as professional photo techs or like professional photo retouchers and editors, which I do all of those things. I just don't do it the way they do it. And I'm like so confused as to I remember when I learned some like beauty stuff, the way they like do, the way they can sort of paint out things in like portraits and stuff, but like keep the skin texture on top. It's crazy. I love it, but it's very simple. You just someone has to tell you. It's not in the exactly. There's ways that I came upon doing certain things that was pretty close to what the pros do, the high level pros do, but then at the same time they just do it in a different order, I guess, or a different fashion.
Yeah.
I guess the end result is the most important thing. What it looks like. I'm never really concerned with
the end result's got to be Loki.
It's got to be.
It's a riddle.
Well, it turns out.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you said that because right now it is 1:15 and time to watch Loki. We got one person in the watch party. I know you've seen it already. You got the tradition that you watch it at midnight every Tuesday night, which is cool.
I check the internet right after too whenever I watch it, and I get on a call with a couple of my friends, and spoilers abound. They waste no time.
No time at all. It's just already. I think people put it like they fast forward it just so they can get to the end.
Truly.
Well, here's the thing. Thank you for joining me in the chat on Discord here. Was there something that you had in mind to mention beforehand, or not?
Absolutely not. Who do I look like? I won't say the name.
You won't say clean? Who's been spoiling everything? Kelly!
And I killed Sparky, too.
She killed Sparky! Oh my god! Did you hear that, Q? She killed Sparky! I can't believe that! I'm gonna keep her away from you. It's incredible. It's incredible. Alright, I'm ready to watch this now. Everybody, let's see. I will pause the music from playing in the background. I will press the play button. I am starting stream currently. And here, off we go! Better than down. And people at home, you can follow along in the counter. The counter will be displayed here, thusly, and we will watch Loki.
It's happening.
It just might be. Good gods. Apocalypses. Huh. What a great line. Me, I presume. Oh, I do like the fallen aspect. The time is on my side. Loki, wait. Hello, Cosmo.
What do you say, Cosmo?
What do you say, Cosmo?
Thought I could sneak in here.
What do you say, Cosmo?
Welcome to the watch party. They got some dance music going on here.
Going funky fresh here in this episode.
It really is. I'm digging it. That's a different vibe than they've been usually doing. Usually it's like some kind of classic rock song.
Where did this store lead up to? What club?
Yeah. It's funny that it was almost predictive to have the Wanda party beforehand. Sketch. Oh, this is the TVA agent. Oh, they're besties. I always order a drink with an umbrella for some reason. It just always happens because they're the most tasty. That's why. What is it? Oh. What? She's foreshadowing. I think they're girlfriend. Oh. Oh, wait. We jumped ahead. What happened? Somebody's jumping around here. I gotta go back. Sorry. I went back. Is everybody at 2:18?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
It looked like it was just a couple hours.
Oh, you thought that was a Disney Plus thing?
Yes, I thought so.
No, that was normal.
Oh, okay.
on
Good
purpose.
golly. That felt like the end of The Sopranos when I was like, what happened at the end? That was deliberate. Oh! Cool. Oh. I got duped. Uh-oh. What is this chicanery? Oh, I don't. She seemed mean. They're totally X-Menning it right now. Remember that? With Wolverine and Rogue.
Mind heist.
Oh. She convinced her. She just incepted her. I feel like I just watched 10 movies just now.
It's good because there's only 3 episodes left.
It's 150 movies. Oh, there's that effect.
It's beautiful.
It's cool because it's got that soft glow around it too. That is on the reflective surface. Yeah. And the corners are more concentrated with light because of the reflective translucence. Uh-oh. She's got to do it. Oh no, she vaporized him. She said if my telepathy doesn't work, my fist will. All right then. Yeah, there we go. Come on, Loki, be the hero of this story.
Seriously though, why does the TVA not have ranged weapons? This is some plot BS.
Possible answer. What if because they don't want to like shoot a bullet that goes so far that it ends up in a timeline and gets discovered and ruins everything. So they want to keep everything close. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
think
that's
it need to be a bullet. Make it.
Yeah.
It's space
Like
attack. It's like a taser. Make it.
That's what I was
Really,
thinking.
you've never been to America.
I works differently, but I watch Loki's gonna throw something.
Right.
Prove me wrong.
They got that. Yeah, Loki got to come in. Here he's got the knives. And he was like, hey, it's me. Tom Hiddleston. So good. She's not a Loki. See, she's not answering. Yeah. Love the knife stuff he does in Ragnarok, too. Ah! You have hot. Yeah. Oh, no, she said IDGAF. Color scheme. Loving it. Low battery. Oh yeah, you didn't know he could do that, did you? Oh. Them's murdering words. I don't know where Lamentus 1 is. Is that New Jersey? Oh, look at that moon is falling. You throw another moon at me, I'm going to lose it. Nobody does yet. Oh, it's an apocalypse. Loving the color. Come on now. Purples. This is very digitally colored, though. Mm-hmm. Definitely looks good for TV. However. Uh-oh. Green magic. Doesn't work. Mm. But is his mind too strong, though? Mm. Mm. Yeah. He lacks vision, ladies and gentlemen. Short-sighted. True. Just gotta get a jump start. Anybody got jump up cables? I need to travel back through time.
It's gonna be a lot of AA batteries.
Bolt of lightning. Ooh. This is why I love comic books, by the way. Because this looks cool. I mean, it looks like a stage, but it's fine.
Yeah, when I watched this yesterday with my girl, I was like, this is what things look like before Mando.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what it looks like. It's good.
Even in Infinity War, yeah. Infinity War, I'm like, oh, they're on a stage. Clearly.
You can only tell because it's like this clear horizon.
Yeah. Right, it doesn't fade. Right. But it's great for TV and storytelling. But Mando is really...
I'll never be able to unsee that now.
Yeah. What? Get on with it. That's cool. This reminds me of Borderlands.
Feels like Borderlands, right?
Exactly. What was that, Cosmo? Did you say something? Neon. Loki's like, he's like, isn't it funny how everything works perfectly in a color scheme here? It's very complimentary.
That's as it goes, for whatever reason, purple is like a much maligned color in film and TV.
Yeah.
People do not like to use it, and I don't get it.
I'm digging it because it does feel like a departure because everything's usually blue or orange, and so it's nice to see purple and greens and yellow.
I'll tell you when I really started to notice more is Netflix. Netflix was like, yellow and purple, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Yeet.
Oh, she said, knock twice. Yeah. What a Borderlands feel. Farmer and his daughter. American Gothic. Oh, here he goes. Loki be Lokiing. Oh, I felt that coming. His name was James. Ah. Two peas in a pod, these two. They're so samey, they hate each other. I love it. They're like an evil Bill and Ted's. Or a mischievous Bill and Ted's. This reminds me of Cosmo's game mastering.
You told me I gotta take out the space train now.
Yes, you got to take out the space train.
Okay, this is the. Is it this one? This is one. This is a wonderful magic trick. I don't know.
Those helmets
How they move
look
it.
very much like Zero from Borderlands.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, tell me how the shot is done because this shot still hasn't ended. Watch.
Yeah, I've been noticing that a lot. I noticed In the Heights had some cool tracking shots that were tricky, but you know, doable. This one, they're going through the line and coming back now.
Wait.
Mm.
How? How?
I swear I see guys on bicycles.
I don't understand.
How did he?
One.
I think he was. He might have been dressed as that.
On both sides.
Yeah.
And she never changes. I don't. That's voodoo.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'm always noticing stuff like that when I'm watching with Kelsey, and she just watches movies for the story, as you should. But then when you're like, I'm like, this is all one shot. She's like, oh, cool. Headquarters. Why are we wearing turtlenecks? It's hot.
Hey.
This is so goofy. I like it.
Yeah.
Space Train. The colors. Hello. Come on now. This feels like a Loki comic now with this color. These colors.
I'm just a little confused though.
Mm.
She said that nobody made it off. She said this was the worst apocalypse. So what's this? What are these people doing?
That's a good point.
They're trying to get to the arc right now, where people are trying to get off.
Mm-hmm. She's got a bit of an accent from a different part of England or Britain. More northern, I think. He loved his mom. Something he's never been. Ah. Ha! Spoiler. Mm. Like Princess Leia said about Amidala. That little light they got on his face to bump to accent the background. Ah. She's never wearing that crown, by the way. Not a real crown. Not a real tiara. Good stuff. This is where the wealthy go to die during the apocalypse. Hmm. 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 Lady Thor. Is that her brother? Her sister? I don't know. Mischief. Real. Love is. Real is love. He's got to fall in love with himself? I think I'll have that drink now. Unobtainium? What? Oh, I want to play that. Mm. That's just a fancy cello. Made on Lamentus. Oh, that's pretty Celtic sounding. Nordic? Nordic. Haagen-Dazs. Folky. Folky Loki. Ladies and gentlemen, Nordic folk music. Eh. Eh? Lots of Thor Ragnarok vibes. Hmm. Disappears. Oh, yeah. You lack vision, bro. Tickets. No ticket.
Got to punch your ticket.
That's all he could do is. Should call him Sparky. Nice. All of the movement classes they gotta take. Incredible. Ooh. Hmm. You get him right in the. She's not in a position to criticize. Uh-oh. Ha! She's got to follow him. You guys ever jump off a moving train? Goes that way pretty much every time. My favorite thing about TV and film hair is that it's always done. Like someone's always there to fix it. Oh. Yeah. A little both. Uh. Mm. Mm. Let's do get help. Mm. Mm. True. Variance. I need a hero. Ah. Mm. I've been falling for 30 minutes. That's a cool shirt. Mm. Ah. Is she teaching him how to do that? Hmm. Hmm.
Oh.
Ooh. Hmm.
Snap.
Interesting.
I wonder if Mobius was a jet ski dealer.
Oh,
Exactly. See,
they're
you're
all
already there.
people out of time. Yeah. Hmm.
I've got theories.
Ricky got theories. Ricky.
Hold on, Ricky. What are you talking about?
Maybe that's why he has a soft spot for variants that are about to get deleted.
Ah.
This shout out.
They're basically It's basically what was that movie with Chris Evans on the train where they liquefy everybody and feed it? Snowpiercer, yeah. The TVA is Snowpiercer. or the Matrix. This is an interesting shot. It's cool. Lots of cool visuals going on here. Ooh, look, it's like a big Pac-Man moon. Uh-oh. That is an interesting trope with the ears ringing after an explosion that showed up in the last 15 years. So much purple and green. We love it. And blue. Or indigo. This is a cool shot.
It hasn't ended. It's still. It's
Yeah.
been one since I got here.
Yeah. Yeah. Stitched, but yeah. I mean. Whoa.
Explain
Hang on
that
a
to
second.
me.
Don't know. Don't know where that showed up from. I don't know how he knows how to do that. Yeah, this is very Revenant like, or 1947, whatever that movie was. Nice kind of wonder looking tracking shot. You done messed up. Kate Herron doing a great job on this show.
When you bring the Loki that just continuously makes, like Mobius said at the beginning, you're there to fail and cause suffering for others to be the better versions of themselves.
Oh, interesting. Oh man. Huh. Interesting. I'm just sitting in this moment now. I like this outro. It's good. Thoughts. So yeah, I like that thought. That they're there to mess up. This whole series is the Canto Bite scene. Metronome, that's cool. Let's look for all the Easter eggs in this. Why haven't we had major cameos yet in these made for Disney Plus shows? Why haven't we had Luke Skywalker levels of cameos? Doctor Strange, where are you when we need you? I was thinking about Oh, that's cool. Doctor Strange, does he ever perform surgery? Like emergency surgery? Because he is an incredible surgeon. They should show him do that in one of the movies. Where someone's got something stuck in their throat and they're like, can't you do magic? And he's like, oh, I'll just do the Heimlich. Or
he ends up at the TVA and he can't do his magic. They're like, is there a doctor in the house? And he's like, me.
Yeah, I used to do this. My hands are a little shaky, but maybe I can still do it. Let's see if there's a postscript. Stinger. Nope.
There is not.
Well, what are we thinking? What are we thinking?
I mean, smaller thing first. What the hell was that with Loki stopping that building from falling? He can't do that.
But
That's
was
weird.
it him or her?
It was him. It was definitely him.
It was about to land on him, and he reversed time, though, it looked like. Because did you see how it kind of like rebuilt? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know.
So I have a theory. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Time stone.
The temp pad works. He has the temp pad and it works.
He has the
the control that he quote unquote broke earlier.
Oh, right.
He has it.
Yeah. I was thinking, what if she taught him how to do an enchantment and he touches her when they're in town? And this whole fight scene and this thing blowing up is all a facade that he's creating in her mind.
Oh. Because he just learned how to do it.
Yeah, because she taught him on the way into town. He's like, this is the most I've walked in ever. So that means they've sat there and talked for a little bit. Maybe he annoyed her, but he's probably learned something besides just how to be an enchanting. My second question is, do we think that she's really Loki? I have another theory. They keep dropping
this many twists.
I think they're dropping the enchantment word too many times. And there's another character that's green and gold.
Enchantress.
Yeah, she'll probably be her, but she's still like Loki, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like Enchantress is Loki in another version, in another universe.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, because this is the other thing. If we're gonna go back from this, going back to what you said about how like everyone at the TVA is a variant, which is a big deal. I think it means two things. One, we didn't see the multiverse get created last time. It's already been existing. Hence her presence at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe that ties into her mission, which is she's just trying to destroy the TVA because she's done it before in her own timeline. And maybe the TVA is just always like trying to protect its own timeline. Like Sacred Timeline really just it just refers to their own thing, but there's probably TVAs working together to protect their own timelines from each other. And she's just trying to destroy the borders.
I feel like the TVA only exists in the timeline that it wants to preserve. So like I think that it's only the one was created and it was like, oh, we can control time or we can show up at any point in time. Let's try to preserve the universe as we know it, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a weird like tenet way of thinking about it.
Do you think they're going to drop Kang the Conqueror?
I think so.
Yeah, because like that one lady, whenever they go to the Timekeeper statues, they zoom in on one particular statue every single time.
Yeah, which is what I said. Will seems to think it's not him, but I'm like, but it looks like him.
And he's in Quantumania. He's the bad guy in Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So I think they are dropping terms like you'll unleash madness in the multiverse, and it's like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So we're headed right into like a wacky time, which I think is fun, like more of a fantastical version, which I love, by the way, because this all started in Iron Man, which was very Earth based and reality based, quote unquote, and now we're in this completely insane fantastical universe. Go ahead.
Right.
I think the big thing though from this one was that like it definitely seems like the multiverse already exists, and there's just a system of power trying to keep it in place, trying to keep it from crossing over. Which makes me think Ralph Boner is a variant. If we're going back to that, I think that explains. He's sort of like a Lady Loki in that.
I agree.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
He is our character, but he's not our character. Like, he's Quicksilver. He's just not the one we know. Like, he's probably a variant of him that didn't become Quicksilver, but like, you know.
In another version, he could be straight up Quicksilver. Yeah.
And it makes sense that he could be, because he might have tried to do one of those like sort of flashpoint flash type of moves, like run so fast that he pops out of his timeline. Interesting.
Oh, I also Do you think that maybe the time, because they've shown that time continues to repeat itself on the timeline, they continue to flow, and then the TVA catches up to the timekeepers who are supposedly at the end holding it all together. Do you think that possibly, like, they saw how the multiverse was created last time, like the events, like that possibly Lady Loki or whatever is going to happen right now has possibly happened, or that so they're basically just kind of like fighting the inevitable?
Yeah, like I wonder if maybe the TVA is sort of like Doctor Strange, like 6 million to one thing. Like they're just trying to fight for survival. Like they're just jumping from timeline to timeline to try and stay alive.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see them just sort of
taking variants along with them.
The sacred timeline is whatever timeline we're on.
Yeah. Exactly.
Interesting that they're all variants too. That's like they're all just sort of getting shaken out of whatever part of the multiverse they're in. Does that make them infinite employees at this bureaucratic organization?
What happens when one of them walks into another? Like, what if Mobius walks into Owen Wilson's jet ski parlor and like they see each other?
It destroys the entire multiverse.
Or do you think that maybe they fish people out of apocalypses?
Well, maybe. Yeah, because they'll not be missed. Interesting.
Where does what's his face come from then? Like Mobius, like he's clearly from the 90s.
Well, she says that they're brainwashed of some sort. So we have to think that something's clouding their original.
Who has the power to maybe sort of get everyone under their control like that, I guess, and not remember who they are, I suppose. Is that what she said? Is that what she implied when she said from before they were members of the TVA that they have memories of that life, or is it just like Owen Wilson, like Mobius? It seems
they do, because she went into it.
Yeah, she said she liked margaritas. She had the fish for that. It was tough. But that's like hundreds of years, so I wonder, like, dang, who knows?
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, because that does lead credence to like the TVA is not lying that time and space runs differently there. Like they've been there for a long time.
Right. Yeah.
Because the whole like the margarita line, like clearly that's not too far back in the future, that memory.
Right. Interesting.
At least our history.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around. I like the idea that they might be variants at the end of these timelines that just sort of pop out of their timelines, and because that's an apocalypse, their absence is inconsequential.
It's interesting that Sylvie has a dislike of being called Loki. Like that, she's definitely that also makes me believe she is indeed Loki, because she doesn't like being called that. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's sort of like, I sort of wonder if Loki himself like wouldn't have done that himself. Like if he resented his name, he would have gone by something else.
That, or I think maybe like the B villain dilemma of like the A villain always getting blamed for everything that you do, and you're just like, no, it's me. And it's like, all right, Calendar Man, sure.
Yeah, but she dresses like it.
True.
I mean, she's got a very, it looks like Loki's outfit that he wears.
True. And that's the thing, is that the TVA has specifically said that she is a Loki variant.
Yeah, I don't think, as much as some people do, like that everything is a lie or twist in the show. Like I think some of it is meant to be played straight.
Yeah, I do question the existence of the timekeepers as being alive or even a thing for real. That's one
real.
thing.
I mean, knowing King the Conqueror's coming and like he's involved with them, I think they're real.
Yeah, and then there's like, I want to know is whether like the Observer sits in this hierarchy as well.
Yes.
Because that was the first thing when I saw the timekeepers. I was like, dude, like the Observers, and then they're like, nah, this is something. I was like, okay, and I see that the other direction they're taking, so I'm like, okay. Well,
we saw the Observers in Guardians, right? Guardians 2. the observers were hanging out during the with the informant, Stanley himself. Y'all remember that, don't you? When they were jumping through all the 163 time skips or whatever, or not skips, but space.
Oh
jumps.
Yes, yeah. They were light speed skipping.
Yeah, and then they were light speed skipping. Exactly.
Why?
Oh my! Invoking episode 9 always makes me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. But yes, they were doing the jumps through space, and their faces were all. Again, it was Rocket and Yondu going through the times, and we saw Stanley informing the observers, which was interesting.
I wonder how messy everything's gonna get as we are getting into this multiverse thing, because I feel like it's a relatively difficult thing to tackle gracefully. Like, I think Marvel will do it, but
how far is they?
Yeah, like this permeating every movie right now seems interesting.
Are you saying in 10 years we could have an Illuminati movie?
And then that would be interesting.
I'd still say the next big bad we need to do is just the X-Men. It's just Avengers versus X-Men. Just lead up to that, and that would be just give it to us.
The big Nick, just like Civil War type event.
Yeah, because what else? How else do you top Endgame and Infinity War?
I don't know.
True.
That's the thing.
I think
you
got to
build it up for over years.
I think they're setting up for Scarlet Witch's big storyline.
Yeah.
Too, because at the end of WandaVision, and she learns the prophecy where she's supposed to destroy. I think she's going to snap half the planet, and then that would be a good way to bring the Phoenix in, finish the Phoenix off, to bring back more mutants, and then mutants versus the X-Men versus Avengers would be great.
Yeah.
My question about how do we handle that as far as property-wise? Do we bring in, the faces that we know as the X-Men, or do we recast all the X-Men?
Oh man! As much as I want to say recast Wolverine as someone who looks more like a canon Wolverine, but Hugh Jackman's
a 5'1" Wolverine, who's
ball of anger. So
yeah,
Danny DeVito, but ripped.
Exactly. Hugh Jackman being 6'2", that was a big complaint. He wasn't as jacked man, and he was a foot taller than Wolverine canonically is. But I mean, I still love him as that part because he really put his all into it. It really came across. But I do think that we should start with a new Wolverine as being sort of the heart, the central, the through line. Because he's sort of the variant of the X-Men in a lot of ways.
Exactly. And if fans cry about it, just say he's a variant.
Right. Yeah. That's a good way to just
they can
paint it.
Mix and match.
Mm-hmm. They can mix,
especially if they're going to do it with that Ralph Boner thing.
Kelsey Grammer as Beast. Yeah, I mean, I do love Famke Jensen, but I just don't think that her story in the movies was played out right.
Only 3 episodes left.
Only 3. That's the midpoint, I suppose. So, how are we going to get back on track with, well, I guess we're not. I guess this is just really leading to all chaos, and then we're going to have to go into phase 4, which I'm interested in because, how do we top Endgame? I think you just wait a long time and build up for a long time again stories, because you can't just do Endgame after Endgame. Endgame comes after the end of 12 years of just working at building up all of these stories. So we might get a similar result, or at least a similar delivery on the stories as Endgame in the next, maybe at the end of the next 5 years, I think. Maybe.
And instead of another 20 movies, we'll get 10 movies and 6 shows.
I think it'll happen faster. Think about this year. There's WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, and then there's 4 movies. There's Black Widow, there's Eternals, Shang-Chi, and Spider-Man in December. They're going much faster than they did with Phase 1, 2, 3. They
really did. They really are. And I also think about the original Avengers. The first the 2012 Avengers movie, and I was like, how are they going to do that? And then they did it, and I was like, how are they going to top that? And then saw Endgame, and I was like, oh, that's how that's how. I see now.
I think they're also very aware they lost a year with last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do a little cramming.
True. Very true.
Unlike Star Wars, which has grinded to a halt.
Man, only if they decided to wait a year more, 3 years in between each movie. If they did 3 years in between each movie, like the traditional style of Star Wars, I guess we would have been getting a Star Wars at the end of this year then, right? I suppose.
We would. Instead, we're getting Book of Boba, which is fine.
Something. We'll see how that goes. They're not even starting to film the next Mando until next year, right? Is that what you said?
Yep. Because they're using all their resources to do Obi-Wan. And Andor.
Good on them. They postponed filming Obi-Wan for a year because of the story. They said it kind of revolved. Yeah. I imagine rumors had it that it revolved Obi-Wan, and it was like little Luke, and it just was too similar to Mando and Grogu, sort of like the dynamic that they were writing originally. So they had to rewrite the whole story, or at least a big chunk of it. I don't know. I think the director of Loki has been doing a great job. She's directing all of the episodes, and so far they're all good. They're all interesting.
I love it.
I'm enjoying it.
I love the vibe changes. I love it.
Yes. Yeah. This episode was cool because it's kind of internally consistent in that there will be a new pastiche each episode. So like last episode was that that sort of bureaucratic world that they were living in, which was cool to look at. And now we're in this like apocalyptic Borderlands world with all of different internally consistent color scheme and vibe. So yeah, it's nice to do that each episode.
Yeah, I really like the flow of it. Like, it feels like, I mean, even though we're jumping around these different time spots and these areas of the worlds and different planets even, it doesn't feel like you're being too jarred around, and it flows really good.
Yeah. And they're really, now we got to learn a little bit more about Sylvie / Loki / Lady Loki / Don't Call Me Loki / Randy. She seems to be, I'm digging. It's funny that Loki's, you kind of don't like him at first, and then you learn to like him, and then what is going to be the twist on that? Like, how is she going to double cross him? How is he going to double cross her? Because that's just to be expected. It's kind of the trick they pull every time and gets us every time. It's the Lucy pulling the football away from Charlie Brown every time with Loki. Every time. So
every time.
And we always go for the kick.
We always do, and wait for it. It's gonna happen. All right, cool, guys. This was awesome hanging out with you guys and watching Loki episode 3. I am excited to see what happens because there are so many things going on in this universe, and it's a multiverse of badness coming. It's Spider-Man. We didn't even talk about how Spider-Man's gonna have all the Spider-Mans, and it's gonna have Doc Ock and Electro. Everybody coming back for these movies. Everybody gonna be in all of this. I think that's what is great about it ultimately, because now it's really, really becoming a fan, just a frolic for fans, because it becomes more and more intense of a watch. And the types of people who love this, I think in general, as far as following comic books and all of the stories in comic books and lore and fantasy and stuff like that, we want to see all of, like in Star Trek, for instance. I'm a huge Trekker, and I feel like when I'm watching Star Trek and when they have Ensign Rand, and she's now like a communications officer in Star Trek 6, I'm like, that's awesome. They are being internally consistent. And I love that kind of thing. And I think that what they're doing right at Marvel, what Kevin Feige is doing right, is like, the fans, they loved us. We have to have reference. We have to show that we love this too, and that the actors playing these parts are just all about it, which is always fun. Because I feel like a lot of times where there were maybe missteps were actors being like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be.
I don't want to be the next Green Lantern.
Exactly. And I'm like, what's wrong with being Green Lantern? Make it good. Make it interesting for actors. Make it interesting story-wise. Make it fun. And make, just make... I think now it's good. Marvel has created a legitimacy for, I guess, people who are, quote, career-minded in their acting career to be like, it's okay to have a career as a superhero and a serious actor if that's what you want. For me, I would like to play Afro Man for the rest of my life on everything. I don't care. I'll do it. Just, I'm not too picky. But I do love the fact that it's going to be multi-level and multi-layered and insane. And fans can really look at all the little details. And it makes it more of a challenging and fun watch, I think. But it's not challenging. Do you guys feel challenged when watching it, or you feel like it's just unfolding the way it should?
I don't feel challenged, but I challenge myself because I want to see more of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Overthink it, and then you watch the next episode and you're just like, dang, I was totally wrong, but should have just watched it.
That's part of the fun. That is definitely part of the fun, is the speculation. That's another thing I think they're so aware of. They're like constantly throwing in red herrings because they know that we're all going to speculate, and that's part of the fun of it for me. That was always the fun for Game of Thrones. Waiting a week, going to work the next day, Monday, Tuesday, around the water cooler or whatever version of water cooler you have at work, and just being like,
it was so fun when that was happening with Game of Thrones, because I was like working in the office for Titans, and like it was like literally around the water cooler. I was like, oh my god, this is so cliche. I love it.
This is exactly what we should be doing right now. I missed that. That was
doing that right now.
That was for me. I can't think of, maybe Loki, maybe the Marvel series are those types of watches right now because they're week to week, and I definitely did that, like setting up my camera stuff in the morning. Even with an all new crew, a lot of times it would be crews that I worked with before I knew were Game of Thrones fans, but that's how you knew how to break the ice. It's just you're just setting up your gear and just be like, so. Did you think that Daenerys is gonna go crazy? And then everybody just starts talking for the rest of the day. It's awesome. Yeah. Well, good stuff. And tomorrow we're gonna be playing some Jackbox. Thursday. It's now Jackbox Thursday. It used to be Trivia Thursday, but now it's Jackbox Thursday. And on Tuesdays, coming up is gonna be the ultimate episode of Dungeons and Dragons, hosted by Cosmo McBuds, the very own Cosmo McBuds himself. Let me just do this.
What do you say, Cosmo?
And Ricky. Ricky.
Hold on, Ricky. What are you talking about?
Ricky?
Hey.
So much fun.
Who wants to learn
with the
Photoshop?
theories. Oh yeah, go over to check out Ricky. He's gonna be showing you how to Photoshop things. See, I use Lightroom mostly because of photography, because I want to get the timing, the color, and I want to edit the photo in that such way. But if I want to put a third eyeball in the middle of someone's forehead, I use Photoshop. But different uses. But they're both Adobe products. Well, we did it. We did it again. Thank you guys for joining me. Loki episode 3, a fun time, interesting. We don't know what's happening. It is the end of the world every week on Loki, and we love it. I'm Aristotle, full throttle. What were you gonna say?
I see what you did there. I understood that.
Yeah. And we love to see it. We love to be there for it. Well, have a great rest of your day, folks at home, and remember, just be thoughtful. Think about the things first, and then maybe do them, or don't. Just try not to hurt anybody or yourself. All right, have a good one. Bye, guys. I'll wait for the sound, the musical cue. All right, there you go. Good night, everybody. It's night somewhere.